that training session. I genuinely don't think I've ever experienced anything like that in football before. Hola, buenas tardes and welcome to Seville, the home of diverse history, stunning architecture and most importantly, the El Gran Derbi. So what better place to start the trip than the Villamarin Stadium? As the Spanish sun beat down, I was given access to look behind the scenes, taking in the facilities, the changing rooms and the iconic Copa del Rey trophy. As I arrived at the stadium, I noticed a familiar face, Manuel Pellegrini, and the excitement kicked in as the players arrived, but it was about to get a lot busier. I wasn't ready for the fans, the noise, the passion. This was just a training session. I'd never seen anything like this before. And as the supporters continued to bring that energy off the pitch, it only seemed to increase the speed and the quality on the pitch. It was just incredible. It's genuinely unlike anything you'll ever see in the Premier League for a training session, and it just begs the question, I wonder if this could work in England. I've got to be honest, I think it's really obvious what this club stands for. They're very much about the people, it's the people's club, and I'm a man of the people, so I'm currently sort of swaying towards Betis for this derby game. They stress like the importance on the environmental stuff, sustainability. I think they're the second most sustainable club in the world at the moment. It's going to be really, really difficult for me to not root for Betis in this, but we'll see how it goes. Welcome guys to day 2. Day 1 is all done and dusted. Real Betis has been checked off. Now we're heading over to Sevilla Stadium, which is just around the corner, and we're going to go to an open training session. So there's going to be loads of fans in the ground. We've heard it's an unbelievable atmosphere. So come with us and let's just see what we capture. Now that atmosphere did not disappoint, and it's leaving me a little bit torn on who to support at the derby tomorrow. But while I think about that, let's take a look at the stadium with a little bit of help from club legend Antonio Ramiro Perez.
Yo creo que la mejor manera de ver el Gran Derbi o ver este derbi sevillano es aquí, ¿no? Evidentemente, ¿no? Aquí, verlo aquí de primera persona. Pero explicárselo a alguien, yo creo que solamente el marco, ¿no? de tanto el Sánchez Pizjuán como el Benito Villamarín te das cuenta, ¿no? De que estabas viviendo un acontecimiento importantísimo para la ciudad. Al final son 3 puntos. Pero es lo que significa, ¿no? para la ciudad y sobre todo para la familia, de padre a hijo, de hijo a abuelo. O sea, son muchos sentimientos diferentes en una misma familia.
I think the key differences between Sevilla and Betis are just so blatantly clear. We saw that through the stadium tour. Sevilla are super passionate about the trophies that they've won. Going through the stadium tour, it was just trophy after trophy after trophy. So passionate about what they've done and what they've won. But what I'm sensing overall about these clubs is there's just such a real passion. We're currently ahead of Sevilla's open training session. This isn't even build-up for a game and the atmosphere is just unreal. Such a massive turnout, you've got fans chanting, singing. It sort of just brings me back to that point around Premier League clubs. I just don't understand why more clubs aren't doing this. Maybe it's the beautiful sunshine here in Spain distracting me, but ultimately this just feels like such a good idea and such a good thing to sort of bring fans and the players closer together. It's an amazing experience. I genuinely don't think I've ever experienced anything like that in football before, just purely from the point of view that was a training session. Like it's not even the day of the game, the game's tomorrow. Like this was all build up, all atmosphere for a training session. They put those tickets on free for the public to go to. I suppose you didn't even have to be a Sevilla fan to go to it. And to be able to do that for free, let them access that and let them create that sort of atmosphere ahead of a derby, it was mind-blowing. And I think from my point of view and some of the other people that was with me as well, it just sort of made you fall in love with Spanish football a little bit and really appreciate everything that goes into it, everything that the clubs do and how passionate they are. Before this, I was a little bit probably leaning towards Betis. I've then witnessed everything I witnessed with Sevilla, and it's going to be a toss of a coin on who I'm supporting tomorrow. Both of these clubs are incredible. They've both got incredible stories to tell, super passionate fans. Yeah, I think I'm just excited for the game now. So that's both football clubs out of the way. Once again, thank you to both Betis and Sevilla and LaLiga for the amazing experiences there. This afternoon, we've got a city trip, a guided tour around the city. I'm excited to see the sights, I'm excited to show you guys the sights, so let's go. The beautiful city of Seville provided a momentary distraction for the impending decision I needed to make. Okay, match day is finally here. We've still got great access on top of, well, sort of on top of the Betis Stadium on a balcony. LaLiga accredited, of course. I've been trying to figure out, who do we sway with? Is it Betis? Is it Sevilla? Both very contrasting teams, I would say. As we spoke about before, Sevilla probably more so on the air of celebrating the success, celebrating the trophies that they've won. Betis typically more of a people's champion, people's club. I'm feeling green. I've got my Betis scarf. I think that's who we're going to go for. I think we're also, are we in with the Betis crowd as well? So I think we probably have to go Betis in that regard. LaLiga granted us full access and we checked out how impressive the production van and equipment were where they do the VAR. Look at this drone, genuinely insane. And now the big names arrive. The training session excitement prepared me for what was about to come, as the flares, the cheering and all-round passion featured. And I found myself swept up in the build-up. It was so exciting. The fans were ready for the Gran Derbi, and so was I. Again, a massive thank you to LaLiga for setting this one up for us. Pitch side at the Gran Derbi. The players have arrived, as you have seen. This one is feeling really, really special. The stadium packed out, and I took my seat.
7 minutes away from kickoff. The scenes in this place are unbelievable. If you had a roof, it would fall off. Sevilla scored 1-0. 17 minutes in. It looked offside. Could be waiting for a VAR decision potentially. The Betis fans are not happy.
The Real Betis fans were pulsating their support in the stadium, and then...
Oh my god, 2-1 Betis! 2-1! 2-1 Sevilla! Betis! Right before half-time, Betis take the lead!
The goal celebrations turned to nerves as the game continued.
2 minutes left on the clock. You can feel the tension inside the stadium. They are so close to a historic win. You feel it. Full time! Betis 2! Sevilla 1! Look at the That is genuinely unbelievable what we've just witnessed. Real Betis 2, Sevilla 1. The first time Real Betis have beaten Sevilla in LaLiga for 7 years. It's a monumentous win. And just look at how they're reacting over there. You can see just how much it means to all of the fans here. I felt every single emotion of those Betis fans in there. The first time in 7 years that they've beaten Sevilla in La Liga. But one thing that I can say for absolute certainty is this city over this weekend has absolutely captured my heart. Both sets of fans, both clubs, the city itself, everything about it, just breathtaking. I've completely fallen in love with the football here from both sides, but for now, Sevilla es verde blanca.